Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another review/reaction. It's going to be more of a reaction today because this is just something of mere curiosity to me, most likely, not something I aim to properly criticize. At around 4 or 5 a.m, I got a message from Aidan that showed me that his project they talked about, a music video based on the Mutant Girl, don't know if you know about that series or not, has now been completed and uploaded. Nearly exactly 12 hours later, I respond to him. It's eerily precise how that almost worked out. And I said, well, I can't wait for this. And I clearly have waited a while because I went on to do some voice acting recording lines for other people. But that's another story. We're here now to do the actual reaction. Because, again, this is very curious. I'm always interested to see what people make that is themed around the Mutant Girl. There was actually an unlisted video by Dylan Wiley, or Tytail YT as you'll know him, and he actually made it so, they actually made it so it was unlisted, but it was a CGI, well, it was a 3D model recreation of the first scene of the Mutant Girl, curiously without the actual audio that would have accompanied it really well. But there you go. And that I never actually reacted to that, even though I said I was going to, because it was unlisted and he thought it was going to be a bad idea for me to do so. Well, actually, no, he didn't think that. He thought that maybe I would have thought that, and it turns out the only person who thought that way was Shiny. Given the fact that Shiny thought it was a bad idea might have actually been an indication that it was actually a good idea, but that's beside the point. Today we're talking about this video. I've already rambled far longer than I should have done. Let's see what Aidan has provided. The song is called Until I Die, which seems unnecessarily dark for the Mutant Girl at the current moment, but I guess it will make sense when I actually see it. So let's find out.
Hey guys, Aidan Master. Before this music video starts, I want to do a brief message from our sponsor. Just kidding, I don't ever have a sponsor. Listen, that's not about...
Ah, well, you know what? Sponsors will come and go, you never know. Give it time.
I don't actually have a sponsor.
I mean, you've got the YouTuber hair, so that's already one thing you've got going for you. That's more than I can do.
That's a joke. Anyways, so this gotcha series is made by Jacob Butters. He's actually...
For crying out loud, why does everyone add an S in my name? Okay, so look, up at the top here, he's got my name correctly apart from the lowercase b in the title, but there's been a thing for years now that people keep on saying Butters. I think it's because I say my name super quickly, Jacob Butter, and then I say Jacob Butter speaking in the middle of my intro, but if it's Jacob Butter speaking, not Jacob Butters peaking. That wouldn't make any sense unless I'm peaking the microphone. So if I end up doing this, it would be Jacob Butter peaking, but no, I have a pop filter and I'm standing away, so it's Jacob Butter speaking. That's the only reason I can think of why people keep on adding an S to my name. There is no end, okay? And there is no S at all in Jacob Butter.
In Heartburn Family Farm. You should totally go check that out.
Oh yeah, but here is referring to the fact that I did voice acting for him in his series Heartpoint Family Farm. Which, yes, you should go check that out.
This coming out before that. That's beside the point. Anyways.
Okay, well, check it out when it's actually released.
Yeah, he's actually voicing it, and I wanted to make an edit on his series. And gotcha. Season 2 has not came out yet.
It's in the works. I actually was writing it today. Episode 1 is done. Episode 2 is going to be in the works. And, yeah, it's on its way. Trust me.
You should go support the series. I will say maybe the first few episodes have been improved on editing.
I couldn't agree more. Especially in episode 1, every time I go back, I definitely cringe at my editing because it is frankly dreadful. And also, I didn't know quite how to apply the actors' voices best to the characters as of yet, because it was all to be established. I know that pilots are always flimsy, but did they have to be that flimsy? I don't think so. Oh well, it got better. That's the point.
It obviously improved over time. But if you stick through to like first 5 or 6 episodes, it gets really good towards the end.
Episode 6 is my favourite one in terms of editing. I think I did the best job on that one.
At least, individual effects department and stuff in general stuff. I mean, there's some other stuff that obviously can be improved, but that's beside the point. But I like the series. I personally think it's cool how we make a good gotcha. I'm like, all gotcha's bad. No, that's a joke. They're actually good at gotcha. Just
yeah. Check out for example, Not Your Average Girl, Sucks to Be Me. That kind of really good gotcha. Yeah. Then of course there's some short films and stuff. There's like mini bits of gold sprinkled within all of the, let's just say, fecal matter.
There is an abundance of not so good gotcha. So yeah, but this is good. And just like the Aphmo parodies actually had series. But yeah, you should totally go check it out. I'll link it in the description, like this playlist, I think. Maybe I'll just link episode. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best. I'm new to things.
Let's see what he actually did. Did he link the playlist? Clip form Jacob Butter. I'm guessing that's meant to say clips from. See, he just took the S from clips and he put it on my name.
So go check it out and check out Heart by Family Farm and check out my other music videos and I edit stuff. I do want to branch out outside Aphmo.
Yeah, you and me both. That was part of the point of the Mutant Girl, actually.
That is one thing I want to do going forward. So, yeah. Send me stuff I can edit well. Sure, as long as it's good, So, yeah. Enjoy the video.
I'm Morena May.
I love how it's the episodes that aren't so good, and he takes clips from episode 1.
Everything falls into place. The minute you leave and give me space. I wanna know how it feels to live and let go without being put in my place. I'ma just dive right into the wild side, and I'ma ride the wave until I die.
Surprisingly, it fits. You know what? That's a pretty good song choice so far in terms of Morwena's actual plight. The clips themselves sometimes don't necessarily match, but I think he's going through methodically, like between like the episodes. He's gone from episode 1 to 2. Now we're on 3. I'm assuming that's what's happening.
Until I die.
Yeah, it's definitely, going through episode by episode. And here we go. Getting to the ones deemed good, episode 4.
My skin is cold, as is my heart. I'm falling apart with a smile.
My skin is cold, as is my heart. Problem with doing music videos based on songs that already exist is the fact that sometimes a few lines, very now and then, don't match up with what the rest of the song does. And therefore, it can sometimes ruin the effect of that particular part. That's partly why I don't like doing too many songs that don't have a flowing narrative to them, like "Help Let Me Go" did, because you end up seeing GLMVs, for example, which actually this kind of is. This is kind of a GLMV. It basically ends up being that you're restricted by what happens there, and it ruins the story if you're creating one from scratch. For example, like, it's Nasib, a friend of mine, does well, actually, voice actress of Pop right there. She does a lot of GLMVs, which is Guys Like Music Videos for people who don't know, and that happens sometimes quite a lot. The fact that she'll want to change the story set to the song, and the song will restrict what's going on. So I guess it's just like a necessary evil, like, kind of like pointing that out. Yeah, necessary evil is the best way I can describe it.
My bridges are burning, I'm holding the match. I'm ready to fall, we catch. Dive right into the wild side. Never ride the wave until I die. Until I die.
That's that kiss right there. I'll come back to that later in terms of that's quite good that's included in the music video, and I'll show why later. And there we go. That is how the video ends. And you know what? As I was saying before about the kiss, that kind of brings at least season 1 full circle. I don't know if people know this, but there was actually one piece of Mutant Girl content that came out in 2018, around November time, which is around the same time that episode 9 aired. And actually that one was where the characters came from. I decided to do a GLMV, based on Morwenna, who was already in a previous GLMV that I did. And it just ended up being that that I like the characters so much that I decided to do a full series about them and trying to at least expand, especially Morwenna, expand her content. Like, not everything that I planned out in the music video is in season 1, but it was definitely a good guideline to go by. So yeah, I guess we go from music video to season, back to another music video again, made by somebody else who was a fan of the series. So, you know what? That is pretty satisfactory to me. It means that, the 10 months required to produce the Mutant Girl was not in vain, or at least not as in vain as would have appeared before. But I don't know, what do you guys think? I actually kind of like seeing all the clips again of the highlights of the actual series. I want to do a highlights of my own, actually, at some point with all of the cast, but, going to be a bit difficult running them all up. But who knows, that will happen eventually. Let me know in the comments if there's whatever you want me to do, something like that. Or maybe let's see if we get people wanting me to react to more of Aidan's music videos. My friend Maria Giles actually has also made a music video recently that I promised to react to. You might know Maria Giles as Phoenix Diamondite from the olden days. So there's quite a lot to actually wonder about. So yeah, let me know. I hopefully will set this video as not for kids so people can actually comment. But if not, then please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And on that note, until next time, farewell.